Hi friends, welcome to the Plain Fun RC channel. I'm your host Saul. We're here at Joe Nall 2025, day 5. We're going to do a walk around. Everybody's out today. The sun is out. The ground's wet. No more rain. But everybody and their grandmother's got their airplanes out. It'd be a miss not to walk the line to see some of the amazing stuff. We're here at Show Central on the main line. Let's go ahead. Let's head down to the left for a second. We're just going to walk along, see the great planes that people have brought with them today. Some amazing stuff we've got here. Gorgeous aircraft. Love that BVM right over there. Look at that scheme, folks. Wow. That just pops like nobody's business right there. Check that out. Absolutely gorgeous. Just meticulous there. Wonderful. Another Hawk right here. Gorgeous Hawk. Massive Hawk. You can see it there in relation to the two gentlemen, just how big they are, how big it is. Got a Spectrum MB339 right there. Once again, we say our Atom Jet right there. Gorgeous Atom Jet. Just fantastic. From Boomerang RC Jets. RV4 there in the distance. And our Flybaby, 50% scale by Carf Models. Coming over here, we've got, let's see, we've got our Elite Aero Sports there. Fantastic looking BDXs right there. Do apologize to the music folks. Hopefully YouTube doesn't shut it out. But you never know what's going to happen with YouTube. They just kind of will block out all sounds together if it doesn't violate the copyright. Anyway, forget that. We're just going to move on. Okay, walking along here, folks. That is the Legend Hobbies T28. Look at the size of that thing. That is absolutely huge. That is amazing, folks. That's an ARF right there. Sir, would you mind standing next to that just 1 second? Just I won't get your face or anything. Just your height. Oh, okay, look how big that plane is, folks. That's amazing. That's like the E-Flight T28 on steroids right there. Gorgeous radial in there. Look at that radial right there, folks. Fantastic. Very nice. Massive. Wow, that is really nice. Gorgeous pilot plane over there. Not sure what that one is. We've got a Bandit right here by BVM Models, Boblet Models. A Viper jet. Looks like an extra right there. The Air Truck, which is for sale, by the way, folks. Gorgeous plane. Just fantastic. The BD Models, 66% scale BD5. That video is on the channel, folks. Check it out. Got some extras and a laser. And some Diablos there. The black and the pink, or hot pink, and the black and the green, both Diablos. Flybaby again. This time with the Sal pilot. That's right, folks. We call that type of pilot a Sal pilot. That's 3D printed, by the way, folks. 3D printed. One of the coolest jets around, in my opinion, is the Bull. Look at that shape right there, folks. Boy, does that pop or what? Fantastic. An extra by Carf Models and something called, looks like the Velo. Very nice. We got another MB339. Very nice. We saw this in the first walk around here at Joe Nall. And we've got a 47% scale Citabria. Big Citabria. Very big, folks. Comes up to almost my belly, and I'm 5'7", or 5'6", excuse me. All right. Got a bunch of more things going down that way. We're going to double back because there's more planes the other way. We're going to keep on walking, as a matter of fact. You know, we're also going to take a look and see what's for sale. They always have something good for sale around here. All righty. Whew. Let's see. That's pretty muddy, right? Well, you know what? Here at Plain Fun RC, we transverse mud to bring you the action. There we go. All right. Now, folks, I'm seeing something in the distance. I'll turn to it in a second. But I'm seeing a paint scheme that, without a doubt, is one of the most unique paint schemes I think I've ever seen on any airplane, period. I'm going to pan over here for a second. That's an L39 right there. Let me see if I can get around the chair so you can see the paint scheme. Is this your jet right here, sir? Is this your jet? Gorgeous. Look at that scheme right there, folks. Absolutely stunning. Let me come around the other side there so the folks at home can see it. That is very unique. I mean, that is something you just do not see anywhere. Amazing. Folks, I've got to say wow to that. That is just stunning. Look at that. Very interesting. And the nose art, let me see if I can get a little closer shot of that nose art. There we go. Right over here. Look at that. Very cool. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Folks, let's keep walking around. Lots of stuff for sale, as you can see here. So if you're coming to Nall to look at planes, don't forget, if your first time here, you can also buy a lot of stuff. Let's keep walking the line, folks. Hey, Jay, how are you today? Yep. Gorgeous, look at that. And Aries right there. Gorgeous Waco. Very nice. With a fantastic radial in there. That was featured here on the channel. A Stearman. I think that is a Yak? Sea Fury. Sorry, it's a Sea Fury, excuse me. In racing scheme. Might be an Edge. Right there, looks like it, or an Extra. P47 and the fantastic Riley right there. Gorgeous Riley. You know, I tell you got to give these builders props. They just really bring their own scheme to the table when they build their Rileys. And there's nothing prettier. No two ways around. Folks, that finish there on wood, that's wood. That's not covering. That is actual wood. I know you may have seen the other video we had of the other Riley. But every single Riley you see that has that wood there, that's real wood. Real wood. We've got our Flybaby right here. And then let's come on up here to the Show Central, folks. We've got some more aircraft that are out. One of the aircraft I see there in the distance is a 50% scale, PA-25. Folks, that's actually a tri-pacer in real life turned into a tail dragger. And that is absolutely huge. That's 125 pounds. You can see in relation to the two gentlemen that are right there, you can see just how big it is, how massive that plane is. The finish is gorgeous, though. Almost like a deep candy apple red. Very nice. Cloth seats as well. Let me see if I can peer in there. Just amazing. Really nice. Folks, let's come on over here to Show Central real quick. Show Central is where we're going. Let's take a look and see what we've got here on the opposite side of the fence as we go left. Gorgeous matrix right there. DC-3 with a two three-cylinder radios. Provides a really nice sound. Gorgeous Diablo. Those Diablos are very popular. They're 3D capable, folks. That's what makes them so popular. Stop width. And a Dauntless. Very nicely done. Very well weathered as well. Let me get up on that, folks. You can see the tremendous weathering that's taking place there. What the most common way they'll do is they usually paint it like a silver or gray underneath, then they'll put the color on top, and they'll actually scrape away the paint to give the effect of weathering. Very nicely done, even on the wing as well. You can see it there. Beautifully done. Gorgeous. All right, folks, let's keep walking along here. Big old Balsa USA Stearman, 1/3 scale, a slick 580. Probably an Edge or an Extra. Got our Piper Pawnee back there by Hangar 9. Don't know if they still make it, but it's still great. Great looking Cub. And our 40% scale DR1 that we saw previously. You can see it is massive, folks. Absolutely massive. Just some great looking airplanes here, everybody. Great looking airplanes. Let me come over here just for a second. Our Wendell Williams right there. And to my immediate right, looks like this might be the Hangar 9 Super Decathlon. Not sure, but nonetheless, it's huge. And a great looking Corsair just behind it. All right, folks, let's keep walking along, see what great things we've got on the line. A laser and a gorgeous F-16. I mean, it just shines in the sun, folks. Fantastic. Just beautiful. The Flybabies have been very popular here. Very popular. Extremely light. All composite. The whole thing. A Bandit. Right there. By Bovelet Models. Another car Flybaby in a great scheme. A Sopwith to my left. And also a P-47 Jug. A great looking Eindecker, which we shot on the channel. And a Mamba 120. And a really neat looking biplane. Look at that, folks. Look at the weathering on the side. Made to look like real oil. Isn't that crazy? Maybe it is, who knows. But the lozengers, that's always amazing. Fantastic. And a Pete and Pole. What can you say? It's just a great little airplane. Home built, from what I understand. Very nice. A couple others down here. Ultimate. That's yours? Is it for sale? All three of these. Well, here you go, folks. This gentleman said he's selling all his planes for $1. That's right, folks. Come on down to Joe Nall. Hurry, hurry, hurry. This sale will last 1 second. That is gorgeous, my friend. How long you had the jet?
About 2 years.
About 2 years altogether, huh?
Ready to fly.
Ready to fly. Wow. Sir, would you do me a favor? Stand behind with that tail. Put your left hand or right hand on that vertical stabilizer so the folks at home can see just how big that plane is. No, the vertical. That's it. There you go. Sorry, folks. The video dropped out. Folks, that's it for today. Fantastic. What a great lineup we've got this year. And, folks, this is nothing. We're going to get even more as the week goes along. So come on out to Joe Nall. If you've been on the fence because of the weather, get off that fence, get in your car, and drive on down. All right, friends. More to come.